Hey, how's it going? ZmanTheTech here, and I want to thank you for tuning into SnoleyGames. As always, I appreciate you very much. And today I'm taking a quick look at the Hyperkin Hyperclick Retro Style Mouse, model number M07208, manufactured by Hyperkin, with the connectivity method of the standard wired Super Nintendo connector, with a release date of July 6, 2017. And jumping right in, as far as the capabilities of this device, I can confirm that it's not only compatible with SNES hardware, but also the Hyperkin Retron 5 system. It may be compatible with other systems that support SNES as well, though I only own the two aforementioned systems at this time. It's compatible with most mouse-dependent titles like Mario Paint, Mario and Wario, 10 Star, Jurassic Park, Terminator 2 the arcade game, and the like. Now, I did receive word that it doesn't work well with Eye of the Beholder, which is a shame, though I do prefer the MS-DOS version of that game anyway, so not a huge deal, though I figured it was worth mentioning. It's also equipped with an optical laser for improved precision and a more modern approach as opposed to its OEM counterpart. Last but not least, it also possesses a 6-foot cable, which seems to be a decent enough length to get the job done. When it comes to the gameplay performance, the cursor movements are very responsive and outperform the OEM model in not only mobility but precision as well. There is a slight input latency on the Retron 5 with both the OEM mouse and the Hyperclick, unfortunately. It's more so an occurrence with the OEM mouse, but it is present no doubt. On the original SNES hardware, it works as intended with minimal hindrance. You would figure that a Hyperkin device would work without any issues on another Hyperkin device. Alas, this is what I discovered in my time with it. As always, I keep my reviews upfront and honest, so I make it a point to address any and all of my findings during the testing phases. Now, regarding the controls, the ergonomics of the mouse are a nice improvement and add that extra level of comfort when it comes to wrist fatigue while playing more demanding titles like 10 Star or even the minigame Gnat Attack within Mario Paint. Unlike the SNES mouse, the Hyperclick uses actual micro switches in its left and right mouse buttons, and I found it more comfy to use in comparison, especially for longer play sessions. I will say that someone with smaller hands might have an issue handling this mouse, as it is pretty beefy. It fits perfectly in my big catcher's mitts, though I know not everyone's hands are the same. But hey, I'm a big guy, so keep that in mind. As far as the build quality, this peripheral feels very solid and of decent quality. It has a nice heft to it, and feels great when in use. So in other words, it feels durable enough to take a drop or two and still function as normal for a bit. Now, I wouldn't go swinging it like a chain whip, but that should go without saying. The only other thing that's worth noting is that the connector plugs are real snug and retains that tight grip when removing it as well. It's not too concerning, but it is very much a thing. So, in conclusion, if you're looking for a replacement mouse for your Super Nintendo, the Hyperkin Hyperclick is a more than viable option. Compatibility seems to be at least 85 to 90%, and the smooth glide and higher level of precision makes it all worthwhile. As stated prior, it is a little beefy in size compared to the OEM SNES mouse, so those with smaller hands might face some levels of discomfort over extended amounts of time. However, those with larger hands like myself should feel right at home with it. And with that being said, my final score for the Hyperkin Hyperclick Retro Style Mouse is 8 out of 10. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave them down below, and I'll answer them to the best of my ability. And if you like what you've seen, be sure to hit that like button. It helps out a ton with the algorithm to push my content to others like yourself. And if you're new here, consider subscribing for more content like this. Have a good one. Take care.
Futuristic classic. Time is of the essence. I feel I got it mastered. Futuristic classic. It's always moving forward, so I'm never moving backwards.